Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome to today's second of two streams. This is Mad Max, the continuation of the playthrough, which has been going on now for a little bit over a week. I hope you've been enjoying the Mad Max gameplay that I've been putting out. We'll be playing for around 2 hours or so tonight, depending on where the logical stopping spot is. Obviously, if I'm stuck in a mission I want to keep going, or if I end a mission I don't feel like starting a new one before ending the stream, or, you know, before officially 2 hours is hit. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of what we're expecting tonight. FYI, everyone, Mad Max will continue next week. It'll actually return on Monday. And I'm going to make the decision over the weekend whether or not it's going to be the first or second stream on Monday. But in the meantime, tomorrow, we're going to have Super Mario Maker for the Wii U. That'll be pretty cool. We'll check that out. We're also going to have the Until Dawn review being released tomorrow night, so I hope that you're looking forward to that. I'll be working on some Patreon stuff tomorrow night, so if you were a patron for the month of August, expect to get a message from me in your inbox tomorrow on patreon.com. And soon I shall be setting up the goals for the month of September for Patreon. I know I have not really been talking about Patreon too much, but I'll start talking about the new goals. In fact, the awesome new goal that's going to be the top goal for the month of September that will take place in October. I think you're going to be excited for it, but I won't talk about that until I finally set it up. Probably, hopefully, tomorrow night. I guess we'll see. Saturday will be another Metal Gear Solid 5 stream, and the 100th episode of DSP Tries It will be released. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 100 episodes of DSP Tries It. It's been a long journey. And I've tried so many different items and things over the years. This is going to be a special episode. It's actually going to be a double-length episode. That's right, I'm not going to be doing only one thing. It's going to be two completely separate items. A double episode for the 100th episode, coming out this Saturday. This Sunday will be more Metal Gear Solid 5 and the weekend preview, and I'll be working on some other stuff behind the scenes. And then Monday, as I said, we'll return to Mad Max and Fallout New Vegas. This coming week in particular, there are no new releases. Actually, there are. The one big release of this next week is the new Destiny, the Taken King bullshit, which no one should be fucking playing. The game is a waste of time, a complete time-sinking, generic piece of shit. As I said last year, there's nothing special about Destiny at all, nothing original about the game. It's not a must-play game. It's a huge waste of money. And here we are a year later, and you still got these people who got so fucking addicted to the MMO shooter formula that they're gonna go and buy the whole fucking game again, which is just beyond me. It's just the same fucking game with some tweaks, and there's no reason to be spending any more money or giving Bungie any more money, but they're going to. I'm not playing it. I'm not fucking playing that. I'm not doing it. I played it last year. I was incredibly bored almost the entire time I played it. I thought it sucked. I said so in my review, and lots of people agreed with me, and there's no reason to fucking play that game. So I'm not playing that this week. Instead, this week, again, we'll focus on Metal Gear Solid 5. We'll focus on Mad Max and Fallout as the back burner playthroughs. And I actually think that this week I am going to be doing a Hate Live podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yes, I think I'm finally feeling up to it. I think right now, actually today, even though I just snorted, and I apologize for that. Yes, I am still getting over my cold. But today's the first day where my symptoms are not, like, bothering and killing me. Like, I've got some crap in my throat, but it's not making me choke like crazy. The past few days I have been choking like crazy. Today it's actually been good. So I actually think that by next week we should be able to do a Hate Live podcast, and I'm looking forward to it because at this point I haven't done a Hate Live podcast since the middle of August. It'll have been a month, and I'm going to give you all of my opinions on all of the games that I've been playing and all the stuff going on in gaming news and all kinds of neat stuff that I want to discuss on the Hate Live podcast. That's going to be coming up this week. Alright? Balanced with everything else. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I thank you for being here tonight for Mad Max. This will not be a long pre-stream. I'll probably give it maybe just a couple minutes more, and then we'll get started, because the bottom line is I know that at this point I've now been playing the same games for a week and a half. I know that most people who are watching my stuff are watching Metal Gear Solid 5 right now. I know that Mad Max has not turned out, unfortunately, has not turned out to be a popular playthrough at all. which is a shame because I actually like the game. I think it's unique. Even though it doesn't necessarily do something and you'll blow you away and say, wow, I've never seen anything like this before, what it does is it takes pieces of different genres of gaming, like a third-person action game, a driving game like Twisted Metal, stuff like that, and it combines these unique things together into an open-world roamer that's actually quite fun. And I've really enjoyed the game so far, but as I said, I've been saying this for the whole week that I've played it, everyone is in Metal Gear mode. I get the feeling next week everyone will either be in Metal Gear mode or Destiny mode, and that's where everyone's attention is going to be. It seems like Mad Max was a victim of very bad release timing, and that there's not a lot of talk or anything around it. I think I'm one of the few people who's actually continuing a long playthrough of the game. It's funny because, you know, typically when new games come out, you get the, you know, YouTubers or streamers or whatever are all playing it. And for what people have been telling me, I'm one of the very few people who's actually doing a lengthy playthrough of Mad Max. That everyone else who was playing it kind of gave up on it and either went to Metal Gear or something else. And that's a shame. I actually think the game's good. I think it may end up being one of the most overlooked games of 2015. For what it is, it's quite good. You know, so far we've unlocked a lot of stuff. I have to think that, possibly, just possibly, it will end up being a long, really, you know, tons of content style playthrough. It may end up being one of the best value games. Then again, this year has had a ton of value games. Let's face it. How many lengthy games like Bloodborne and not Dragon Age, excuse me, Witcher 3, you know, how many really lengthy games have we gotten so far this year? And here's another one, right? Another bang for your buck game. And I like it. I really am a little disappointed. I hope that people will eventually check it out once things maybe calm down a little bit. But, you know, chances are, unfortunately, when you think about it, it probably won't. It probably won't get any attention because now we're in the hardcore gaming season every week. Besides this week coming up with stupid-ass Destiny that I'm skipping, but, you know, there's new releases every week that people are going to be like, oh, I've been waiting and looking forward to it, and it's like, when is Mad Max going to get its time? I don't know. I don't know if it ever will. It may end up being the most, you know, underrated game of the year. We'll have to see. I want to keep playing it, obviously. I'm having a lot of fun now. We're in a new area. We're unlocking stuff in the northern part of the map. And I have to think that I'm probably, at this point, about halfway through it, right? I have to think that, I mean, now I'm not saying doing 100% of the side content, I'm just saying, story-wise, I'm probably around halfway through the game. We're about to meet this leader called Pink Eye, and I believe then we'll probably have some stuff to do around Gastown, and then we'll see what's next. But I'm having fun with it, and I hope that you're having fun with it too. It will be a continuous playthrough this month, along with Fallout New Vegas, which, by the way, if you haven't been checking out my Fallout New Vegas playthrough, or maybe you were at one point, but you've run behind a little bit, we're almost done with Fallout New Vegas. Surprisingly enough, I didn't realize it, but I was playing it last night, and we went and we saw, we finished up the quest for the Red Rock Canyon Great Khans. We went and saw Caesar's Legion. We did a few missions for them. I got Arcade Gannon as my follower, and I'm looking to possibly trigger his mission, which is going to be the Enclave Remnants side mission, which is the last faction in the game, really, that you can befriend. And I'm thinking that once we do that, then it's going to be really the end game. And so I may actually end up beating Fallout New Vegas within 1 to 2 weeks, which is actually earlier than I thought. But that's honestly a good thing, since, you know, I need to focus on these other games that I'm playing, right? I do think that I really need, you know, to focus on Metal Gear. At this point, I'm only about 40% through it, I guess. I've done 20 story missions, and the game has 50 apparently. Although, from what I'm to understand, there are a lot of missions coming up that are repetitious or repeats, which I don't understand. I don't want to say anything about it until I excuse me. Until I get there myself. I don't want to, you know, I've been hearing rumors of rehashed, reused content, but I certainly don't want to dock the game or talk shit about the game until I experience it for myself, and I can tell you personally if it happens or not, okay? But, so that's about it. I'm not going to go too long on the pre-stream, like I said. We're pretty much done at this point. I don't expect a lot of people on the stream tonight. I don't know, you know, I don't know if people are going to be turning out to watch Mad Max anymore. It's a shame, because it is, like I said, it's the playthrough that I'm enjoying. Between this and You know, Metal Gear, I think it's a good balance, but a lot of people are just not giving this game the time of day at this point. But here's hoping that, you know, balanced with Metal Gear, and of course with other new stuff coming out later this month, like Soma. Oh, tomorrow we're going to be checking out Super Mario Maker, and then at the end of the month we got Tony Hawk. Let's hope that we can balance out the month with enough new stuff that people are interested, rather than turned off, you know what I mean? Alright, so that is pretty much it, everyone. It looks like I accidentally have the Phantom Pain still in here. I didn't mean to do this. I'm going to close the game. I already auto-saved, so that's it. Let's boot up Mad Max. Let's play for around 2 hours. Let's see what we can unlock in the Wasteland tonight. I thank you once again, ladies and gents, for being here and joining me for more gameplay on stream. It's always a pleasure to have the viewers out to watch. And alright, that's it. Peace out. That's it. Have a good night. No gameplay. See you later. Yeah, right. No, that's it for the pre-stream. Let's end the pre-stream and get started. Here we go.